So today I decided to rededicate my altar to Freya. I don't. Heck. It's driving me crazy. So usually I keep like a balance of masculine and feminine. I kind of just like cut the altar down the middle and I fill each side with different things to sort of balance energy. This is bugging me. I gotta fix my background soon. um, but originally I got into Norse paganism, even though I'm like just a Norse influenced animist. Um, because of Thor and also Frau Holda, she showed up through Yahoo. I think I just posted about this recently. Showed up through a Yahoo group, and I was like really interested in her. And I started studying her, and I was like, oh my god, this person or this deity is like perfect for me. And so she didn't. I don't. It's hard to think that she called me by through a Yahoo group, I guess, or if I went out and found her. You know what I mean? Sometimes people will just say this person showed up continuously in my life, but I don't know if postings on Yahoo group, continuous postings, seeing her name over and over again, was a calling to me or not. And then I had a dream about Thor that brought me in. So I was like, okay, I'm giving in. And Frauhold is actually a Germanic deity, a regional Germanic deity who's based off Frigga. And so I have like some Thor's hammers and different things and whatnot on my altar. So basically it's like I have the wild man and then Thor on my one side. And then I have like Frau Holda and then just a lot of feminine things on the other side. Frau Holda is a crone deity though. So she's like, I've seen her as like a grandmother, and it's weird to have like a father figure on one side and then a grandmother, and it's like just skips the mom and also skips like maiden and different things like that. So kind of still off balance a little bit. But Freya's been kind of poking at me lately, like, hey, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. You need me, you need me. And I'm like, no, I don't. You scare me. It's funny to think that I'm more comfortable with Thor than Freya, that she frightens me a little more than he does, if that makes sense. Because she has so much to offer. She feels so much that it's like, I'm afraid that she was going to ask a lot of me and I was going to be too lazy or whatnot to give in to her, which I shouldn't be. If I'm going to try to follow a path, I shouldn't be lazy. Um, but so I rededicated the altar to her today. It's very simple. I have a black, silver, and green Viking knit that I made myself that I put on there for her, and I also have a huge, it's a bunch of little tiny amber chips with a big amber piece right here. I put that on there as well. Red candle for her, and then I have two cherry tea light holders that my friend gave me. I was hoping they're magnolia because I forgot which kind she sent me, but they're cherry, which just works. And I want to get fresh flowers for it and put some. I have some rose petals I'm gonna put everywhere. And I try to look up different herbs and stuff that are sacred to her, but things are so blended today that there's all these different herbs that they say they're sacred to her on different websites that didn't even exist in that area. And I'm not sure if they would have been brought there by trade. I mean, eventually they probably would have, but it's hard for me to like look at certain things and think of her that way because I'll think of the Middle East or because I'll know where some of these origins of these things are or I'll look them up. It's hard to think of like certain things being sacred to her when they don't exist in the areas that she was worshipped in. But then again, I have to think about it, like times have changed, people have brought these different things in, and I'm also thinking that most people are connecting it to her because they'll say like this good herb is good for love, and then they'll automatically assume it's for Freya. Freya encompasses a lot more than love. I saw this thing on my Facebook page, I've seen it a long time ago too, but it says, it's a picture of Freya, and it says, if you can't lay him, slay him, and I'm like, oh god, fantastic. I almost want to get that tattooed on me, but I'm not like that. Um, so she's the leader of the Valkyries, and she takes half of the dead, half of it goes to Odin's, half goes to her, and the women go to her. And there's so much. She's frightening and beautiful at the same time. She's supposed to have like blonde hair and blue eyes. So I'm getting upset when I see representations of her with red hair, and I'm like, Thor's the redhead. Quit making him blonde and her with red hair. I know red hair's sexy, but no, she's blonde. um, and I don't know. I want to bring her more in my life and focus more on her. And I know it's kind of cutting off the balance of masculine and feminine, but I have a lot of masculine energy in me already. So, well, obviously feminine too. More makeup today. But she needs a little attention. I think she's really helpful and healthy for me to have in my life right now. And I view the Norse gods as family in a sense, like my ancestors. So I kind of see her as like this distant relative poking at me, be like, why aren't you listening? You should be listening to your family. Kind of take my advice, you know. So I hope that she can be there for me, help me to become more empowered as a woman. What someone looking for, become stronger physically and mentally, spiritually, all those different things, and also to draw a good type of love into my life and to love myself better, because I tend to be in relationships that are really crappy, or draw people in that prey on my weaknesses, because I am very shy and I have low self-esteem for the most part, but it's growing, it's getting better. And the last couple of years, it was at the point when I was 18 that I couldn't even order food because I was so embarrassed of my weight and everything. But now it's different. I'm a little more outgoing. Somehow a little too outgoing for some people that I meet first time. But yeah. So I'm looking forward to working with her, and I'm leaving some of my amber jewelry. I'm wearing amber earrings today. I'm gonna start wearing my amber stuff more. Usually I wear it only for SE events, but I love amber and it's sacred to her, so I'm gonna wear more. And I also have a Rush Tribe pendant that's supposed to, it's a replica. That's supposed to be Valkyrie, and I'm like viewing it as her. So I'm gonna be wearing that as well. It's just I don't wear a lot of gold. I think it's like brass or something, but it looks, you know, gold color. I don't wear a lot of that color, so, and the clothing I wear doesn't really match it. I guess it would match this one, but I don't know. So I'd like to hear who you work with, or if you worked with Freya, your experiences with that. I know I have one friend who followed a completely like Celtic path to the core, and then all of a sudden he's like, by the way, I'm buying some Freya stuff, and I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, she called on me, and I was like, awesome. But so some people get basically picked up by their deity, and other ones go out and search for something to fill the hole. So I think I'm maybe doing both of that. I need to be empowered. I need to work on things in my life, and she is a perfect person to do that, along with her her twin Frey. I know my friend texted me saying something like, "Don't forget Frey, the god who never made a woman weep," or something. And I'm like, that's fantastic. I love that, because a lot of people don't really pay attention to him for some reason. I don't know what the hell that's about. They usually, when people talk about Norse paganism, they go straight to Odin, straight to Thor, and Freya, and they tend to like kick everybody else out. And I was like, there's so many other people to work with. Even for love deities, there's different people you can work with as well. It's just I like Freya because she encompasses so much, and she's so strong. She's supposed to be like almost as strong as Thor, and sometimes in some stories and consideration she is as strong as Thor, and nearly as strong as Odin, and works magic nearly as well as him. I know she taught him a lot of what he knows as well. So she's a badass girl. And she is the maiden aspect. If there was such thing as a triple goddess in Norse paganism, which there is not, she would be the maiden aspect, because she has never given birth to a child or anything. Frigga would be the mother aspect, actually. And I always say it wrong because you don't hear about her a lot. Figurn or something. I did another video. If you look at the Spindle videos, because this is going to be on both Wayward Mina and the Spindle, that I think I did like a terrible video trying to pronounce her name the whole time. She's supposed to be seen as the grandmother aspect. So a lot of times people say Frigga is a grandmother aspect as well. That's what I was saying earlier. Frau Hulda is like a grandmother deity, but she's also a motherly one. Like, so I guess they blend them both together in some instances and call them Frigga and Frau Hulda. I'm rambling, but yeah, I'm getting ready to go bye-bye, so I want to make a quick little video, and this is bugging me. I've tried to cover the purple wall, and I tried to cover a map, so it looked bad, so I covered it with a sheer curtain, and it looked terrible, so then I put this velvet curtain up, and it's not big enough, so I'm going to put the sheer curtains on the side, and here, let's see. I used tacks to hold it up, because I don't have any money to buy a curtain rod, which I should. I could make it, then I could like open it in the middle, and you could see the maps or something. That'd be pretty. But anyway. New altar for Freya. I'm still going to be pouring mead into a cup for her on there, because I have a little bit of mead. And I'm going to be looking for some good offerings. Then I'm going to try and look for things that actually grow in the different countries that she was originally worshipped in. And if that doesn't work, then we'll just go for other herbs that some people now will say are associated with her. And look for other things as well. I'm trying to, considering making her own necklace that I won't ever pick up and wear, you know, because I kind of put those on there to draw her in and also to receive her blessings on them for when I wear them. I kind of want to make her own piece. I have a really pretty one, like a dark amber chips and little bone skulls, or skulls made out of bone, but I put a Thor's pendant on it, Thor's hammer pendant on it, so I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah. So, thank you for watching my ramblings on my new rededicated altar.